Welcome back. Let's continue, shall we? Assuming you have no objections, let's make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Elmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come from here, we must head west and then cross a small bridge. Mm-hmm. How about now? Southwest, yes. Corlucia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whether a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No, get away from me! Rape! Over there! Quickly, someone's in trouble. Okay, it's definitely. Oh, it's right over here. Do. That's right. Yep. Oh. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I don't have my chocobo. There we go. Oh, thank the fates! You look out! Oh, oopsies. There we go. My poor heart. Thank you, young miss. Okay. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Almore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's not to be had here but cobwebs and memories. Tis as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Almore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are previous few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? A brief history then. 'Twas not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared. Some beastly, some beauteous. Yet, regardless of their form, all seem incapable of speech, and all are driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal ether. They are predators, and we are their prey. Corlusia suffers from far fewer attacks than most regions, but even so, the list of the Sin Eater's victims grows longer by the day, a tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory at this time, at least. Now shall we press? Now shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. Ite! Probably right around this region. Yep, south from here. Don't mind me, Alpha. No, I'm just gonna grab the ether current that's around here. Don't mind me. Jeez. So many shacks here, dude. What the fuck? There it is. I knew it was somewhere around here. Oh wait, do I have to do some puzzles to get this one? Oh yes, I do. Son of a bitch. Let's see. Nope. Son of a bitch. Okay. Let's see. Aha! There it is. There's something. There we go. You thought I was not gonna get you, huh, little bastard? West from here, right around that area. Alright, let's go. Let's meet up with Alf now, even though I don't really want to. The music. And here we are.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Ah, I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh? I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please! Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all! Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
Fish, is it?
Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the City of Splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor. Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident! For you.
Ah, at last!
Enjoy!
Thank goodness.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gate Town, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity, yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let us just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Almore's current ruler came into power. Yet, from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only goes it, my brain's not working today. I'm sorry. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now. I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gate Town and judge the situation for yourself. Oh my god, my brain is not working. I'm so sorry. Ugh. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks mule. You realize floating in the otherwise plain broth. Ugh. Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Elmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that soul-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gate Town's not much to look at, but at least it's safe, and the mule is the best thing I've ever tasted. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that awaits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? They're all beautiful. You've seen what Gate Town has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of Mule and believe Elmore is the answer to their woes. Yet, no matter how I feign my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of any other way of life. One. Okay. Let's see. Disapprove. It frustrates me, certainly. That is only part of it, though the whole situation makes me uneasy. Now that not that it matters, however, unjust this system seems to me. If these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly woman you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Elmore's largesses are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and unattended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Elmore's generosity truly serves the best interests in Colusius's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this. Yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of the hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long delayed steps through Elmore's gates. 'Tis fortunate that you arrived when you did, Akira. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, I should soon come to fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the sea surrounding the island, the Ando. They are called, though you and I know them as Sahagin. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Tataru took some great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ando are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor Would you not agree? Surely, even most jaded Ulmorian lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from pumpkins. Plums to pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first, then, we must pay a visit to Mosha Mora, my supplier in Right. Come, it is just to the northwest of here. No. Ba, ba, da, 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 ba. Do, do. It's probably, yeah. My bad. Ain't that? No, 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 no. Fuck off. Fuck off. Can I pick one up here? South from here, yep. There it is. West from here. Alright, cool. That's in tune to here. Oh, hello there. Hello there. Where you think you're going? Nice. This is Mosha Moa, the farmer of whom I spoke. Ah, cute. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Mosha Moa. This is my associate, Akira. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad, short blue hair. No, he said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confounded! Someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I shall take the west. One asshole. I hope he gets whipped one time in the near future. Anyways, search the surroundings for a male mistel with short blue hair. You may move the camera as soon as you zoom in and zoom and out. Target a likely suspect and inspect him with mouse. Okay. You have located your quarry. Alright, let's beat the shit out of him with my great sword. Akira, any sign of him? You've a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. Oh wait, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay, alright, cool.
There you are. The thief who claimed the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear, must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Ulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kaishir, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless? Indeed. We will find another way. I promise you. Shall we return to Rite then? Is that? I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble. Come on, they may need our help.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Alright, so this will... yeah. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. And I wonder if it's right around here. Okay. Did I see any? 148. Okay, west from here. What? Okay. Oh wait, is it under here? No. Shit. I'm sorry, buddy, but that ether current, I'm more preoccupied than that drowning wench of the person. All right. 656 north. Let me see. Okay, so I think I got most of the ether currents in this area. Here, he's breathing. I think, though, he won't last long without help. Okay. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The man is shivering. Pray keep keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristol. I was invited into Elmore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Volthry's city. Within days, they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the goddamn ocean. From up there, how were you not dashed in pieces? Don't ask me luck, I suppose, though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous, and the citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Oh, without a second thought, when Lord Frothy passed judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Elmore, his word is law. As that fire chased the chill from my bones, thank you again. The more I hear of Elmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts toward securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first, we should convey Tristol to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of the chilly coastal air. A way into the city? I should have warped. Would have saved me a few distance. I wonder what Tristo will do now. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you my life, both my life. And if you'll permit me, I would assist you in the attempt to enter Elmore, insofar as I am able at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into the awful place makes me sick to my stomach. But since it's plain you've set your mind on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Almorian elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you certain this is your livelihood? We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I can't. I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place, not with the city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. Ba 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 ba. Well, we got. Uh, uh, yeah, I'll save this for the next episode. Um, we in the next episode we'll do with the two blue quests, which is basically two ether currents, and continue with the main scenario quests. Till then, fare thee well.